Once upon a time in a land not too far away, there was a pencil that could draw real creatures. Yeah, no joke. It wasn't your average pencil. Oh, no. This pencil had a magical gift. It could take anything you drew and make it real. Now, this pencil fell into the hands of some kids who were just drawing all over the place. They were drawing all sorts of animals, like dogs and cats and even a giraffe. But little did they know that every single thing they drew was coming to life. It all started when a little girl named Lily was drawing a picture for her mom. She was really good at art, and she loved to draw all sorts of animals. So she got a brand new pad of watercolor paper and a shiny new pencil and started to draw. She drew a little puppy dog and then handed the paper to her brother Max. Max, it's your turn. Max took the paper and the pencil and started to draw. He drew a big, goofy-looking dog that looked like it had 3 eyes and 5 legs. Then he handed the paper back to Lily. Your turn again, he said with a mischievous grin. As Lily looked at the drawing of Max's goofy dog, she started to giggle. She took the pencil and added a tail to the dog, making it wag back and forth. And then she drew a bone for the dog to chew on. Suddenly, the pencil started to glow and the dog started to move. Lily and Max stared in amazement as the dog came to life right before their eyes. It barked and wagged its tail and then ran out the door. Oh my gosh, I can't believe we just created a real live dog, Lily said. This is so cool. Max was just grinning from ear to ear. I knew it, he said. I knew the pencil was magical. The two siblings spent the whole afternoon playing with the pencil, bringing all sorts of creatures to life. They drew a cat that chased its own tail, a bird that sang funny songs, and even a little mouse that squeaked and darted around their feet. Every single thing they drew came to life, and they had so much fun playing with their creations. But as the sun began to set, they knew it was time to stop. They had to be responsible and make sure all the creatures they created were taken care of. So they drew a big house for the dog and the cat, a tree for the bird to live in, and a cozy nest for the mouse. Then they gave each animal plenty of food and water and made sure they were all nice and warm before saying goodbye. Just then, Max got an idea. He took the pencil and drew a big, juicy steak for the dog. The dog barked happily and wagged its tail. Then he drew a ball for the cat to play with. The cat purred and rubbed against his leg. He drew some worms for the bird to eat and some cheese for the mouse. The mouse squeaked and did a little dance. Then Max turned to Lily and said, You know what? This is so cool! Let's draw a giant robot monster that stomps around the neighborhood and eats all the houses. Lily gasped. Max, that's mean. You can't just eat the houses. People live in those houses. But Max just kept drawing, and before Lily knew it, he had drawn a huge robot monster with sharp teeth and claws and a big red X on its chest. Lily tried to stop him, but it was too late. The pencil started to glow and the robot monster came to life. It stomped around the neighborhood, roaring loudly and eating all the houses. Lily was scared, but she knew she had to do something. She took the pencil and started to draw. And as she drew, she felt a surge of power. She drew a big, beautiful castle for the monster to live in, a big pile of yummy food for it to eat, and a comfy bed for it to sleep on. And then finally, she drew a big smile on the monster's face. The monster stopped roaring and looked down at the castle, the food and the bed. It smiled and then went to sleep. And as it slept, Lily used the pencil to erase all the houses that the monster had eaten. She didn't want the people who lived there to be sad. In the end, Lily and Max had so much fun with the pencil, but they learned an important lesson about being responsible and using their imaginations for good. They also learned that sometimes it's okay to use the pencil to erase mistakes, both in their drawings and in real life.